Imagine a curious young child who loves to explore the world around her. But her parents, worried for her safety, never let her wander into the forest alone. On her birthday, though, her father surprises her with permission to explore the woods. Little did she know, this adventure would bring an unforgettable surprise. In a peaceful village, at the edge of a mysterious forest, where a curious girl named Charlotte lived. She loved exploring and was always fascinated by the secrets hidden within the forest. Her parents, Joseph and Stacy, supported her adventurous nature, though Stacy often worried about the dangers of the woods. Joseph, on the other hand, believed that discovering the wonders of nature would teach Charlotte valuable life lessons. The forest was magical in its own way, with tall trees that seemed to touch the sky and leaves that whispered stories in the wind. People in the village spoke of strange creatures and hidden treasures within. Charlotte was fascinated and often dreamed of exploring it. On her 9th birthday, Joseph gave her permission to explore the forest's edge on her own. Overjoyed, Charlotte prepared a small basket with jars to collect anything fascinating she might find. This wasn't just a simple walk, it felt like the start of a new adventure. The day was bright, and the forest seemed to sparkle with a soft, magical glow as Charlotte stepped onto the path. Her heart raced with excitement, and every step made her feel more alive. The air was fresh, and she could hear the sounds of birds singing high above in the trees. While small animals moved quietly through the bushes, it was as if the forest itself was welcoming her, inviting her to explore deeper. As she wandered further, something caught her eye. On a warm rock, a creature lay soaking up the sun. It was a lizard, but not like any Charlotte had ever seen before. Its smooth, jet-black skin shimmered, reflecting the sunlight in beautiful patterns. The lizard moved slowly, with purpose, its tiny feet gripping the rock carefully. Charlotte crouched down to get a closer look. The lizard seemed almost magical, like it belonged to a world beyond her own. She couldn't look away, feeling a strange connection to it. Carefully, Charlotte used one of her jars to catch the lizard, gently placing it inside with some soft moss she had picked earlier. She felt a rush of excitement as she admired her new discovery. It was unlike anything she had ever seen before, and she was eager to learn more about it. With a sense of pride, she decided to take it home and take care of it. But as she walked back, the forest seemed to feel different, almost like it was watching her, as if it knew she had taken something that didn't belong to her. When Charlotte got home, she couldn't wait to show her father. Joseph was impressed with her find, but reminded her that taking care of a creature was a big responsibility. Stacy, however, was more worried, sensing there was something unusual about the lizard. Charlotte didn't mind their concerns. She was determined to take care of it. She set up a little home for it in an old fish tank and named it Sothis because it looked so mysterious and regal. Days turned into weeks, and Charlotte spent all her time taking care of Sothis. She watched it closely, trying different foods and cleaning its home every day. Despite her best efforts, the lizard didn't seem to get better. It barely ate and moved slowly, its shiny black scales losing their glow. Charlotte began to feel anxious. Her excitement turned to worry, and she realized she might not know enough to help Sothis. One day, Joseph noticed how troubled she looked and suggested they take Sothis to a veterinarian. Although Charlotte was hesitant, she agreed, hoping the vet could help. When they arrived, the vet was shocked to see the lizard. After a careful look, he told Charlotte that Sothis was no ordinary lizard. It was a rare species, not even from the area. The vet explained that it needed special care, and its appearance in the forest was a mystery. Charlotte felt both relieved and more worried than ever. The vet contacted local conservationists, who were just as amazed by the discovery. They explained that Sothis was part of a special conservation program and had likely escaped from a nearby research facility. The species was extremely rare, almost extinct, and Sothis was one of the last male lizards known to exist. Charlotte felt a deep sadness at the thought of saying goodbye to her companion, but she knew it was important for his survival. When the conservationists arrived, they thanked Charlotte for helping save Sothis. They told her that returning him to their care would play a big role in saving his species. Charlotte felt a mixture of pride and sorrow as she handed over the lizard, knowing it was the right thing to do. The conservationists promised to keep her updated on Sothis's progress and invited her to visit the research facility anytime she wanted. In the days that followed, Charlotte's home felt emptier without Sothis. Still, she found comfort knowing she had done something important. She had helped a creature that could make a real difference in the world. Her parents, especially Joseph, were proud of her maturity and the way she handled the situation. Stacy, too, recognized that Charlotte had learned valuable lessons about responsibility and how all living things are connected. Word about Charlotte's discovery spread quickly through the village. She became a local hero, admired for her bravery and selflessness. People were inspired by the story of Sothis and began to take more interest in nature and conservation. Even though she had become a hero in the eyes of many, Charlotte remained humble. She focused on the lessons she learned and what she could continue to discover in the world around her. The conservationists kept their promise and invited Charlotte to visit their facility. There, she learned about the hard work involved in protecting endangered species and the challenges conservationists face. Charlotte was overjoyed to see Sothis doing well in his new home, surrounded by others of his kind. Watching him thrive gave her a deep sense of fulfillment and wonder. As time passed, Charlotte's love for nature grew even stronger. She started studying biology and conservation, dreaming of a future where she could help protect the environment. Sothis had sparked a lifelong passion in her, showing her how important it is to care for the world around us. Charlotte knew that her journey had just begun, and she was excited to see where it would lead. The forest, once a place of mystery and adventure, became a symbol of responsibility and hope for Charlotte. She often returned to its edges, not to take anything, but to admire its beauty and learn from it. The lessons she learned there taught her to be kind, compassionate, and mindful of the world around her. Charlotte's journey with Sothis showed her that even small actions can make a big difference. She realized that protecting nature was important, and that everyone can play a part in it. Over time, her passion for the natural world grew stronger. She knew her path was just beginning, and she was excited to continue learning and making a positive impact. The forest had not only changed her, but had set her on a journey that would last a lifetime. That's all for today. Now, it's your turn to share your thoughts about this story. What's the next story you'd like to know? Let us know in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of these amazing videos on The Wild Wonder.